So the original intention with this film, Saving Voice, was not to tell this true story. So it's not one of filming. We're filming the party scene tonight. It's our 5th scene in the video, but we just got done filming it. All these ladies did a great job. Some of the guys did a great job. That's not one of filming. There's more to come. The original intention for creating this video was simply to have a video, a short film, some sort of project that our youth group at the church could work on. Action.
Where am I supposed to go tonight? Like, how am I supposed to get home?
Good. Scooch, Angelina. Hey. Ready and action.
Right? Wait, eye contact before we start.
Action. Okay. Let's see. It's probably because he's mean to her. He's my friend, but he's
What was that, Brooklyn?
It's okay. Ready and action.
Hey girl, if you need a ride with me tonight, you can. I'll come pick me up.
Okay. Not long after I had the idea to do a short film for Youth Sunday, I also began to work on a script for a video that could be done by virtually anybody. It wasn't just confined to teenagers, and it was about persecution in the church around the world collectively. And I began to combine elements of true stories I had heard and knew, even some historical stories that many people would know, and put these together into a video. Change the people's names, maybe just make reference to some of these situations. This is day 2 of filming. We're filming the youth group scene towards the beginning of the video, so let's do this. Right now you'll be looking up like, alright, ready, and action.
I mean, it seems to me like people have made...
Yeah, you want to look some shuffling over there. What were you saying?
Why don't you let somebody like hold the paper?
Every day I'm shuffling.
That's a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you want them to hold the paper up here where you can see it? That was really good.
Yeah.
Not looking at the paper, but if you hold it, isn't the entire Mormon belief system based off a dude that thought he heard God say something? Mm-hmm. So read over that real quick. It's the last two lines there. Says, and come to salvation. And let's see. I'll do it from behind you again. I'll do more like this angle. Yeah. So I determined that what I wanted to do for Youth Sunday was come up with a story based around some true event I knew of, some miraculous encounter maybe on the missions field, maybe somebody personally I knew or somebody else knew, a story that had truly happened, and then build my base from there. You're just going to start right about where... Yeah, hey, this is, what is this, is this night 1, like day 3 or 4 of filming? We just filmed the outdoor, the alleyway scene, and now we're filming him getting in his truck before he goes to the alley. So. Okay. Action. Okay, let's do that one more time, sorry. Even if your voice cracks, we'll film it again. So. Both times I scream. Alright.
Okay, take 2.
Alright, ready? And... Good. Yep. Alright, good. He's not good. So very quickly I actually settled on the story of the man that goes to the alleyway and yells into it. And that's actually a true story. One of my dad's friends actually was the man, the boy, so to speak, in the story, who went to the alleyway, and God later confirmed that there was a girl down that alleyway ready to commit suicide. So I thought that would be a great story to build a bigger story around. I don't know the circumstances surrounding the original true story aside from what happened in the alleyway that night, and that it was later confirmed to him. So I tried to build upon that story with my own fictional elements. You see a disclaimer at the beginning of the video that actually says, look, the miraculous encounter is true, but everything surrounding it, the party, the youth group scenes, the school letting out scene, those are all fictional in nature entirely. Those are things I wrote to build on the main emphasis and the main theme being what happens in the alleyway that night.
Okay.
Oh shoot, Emma.
At this moment, Micah realized that there was an incident going on.
No, there's not an incident. Okay. So y'all will have to not make too much rustling noise. And you may want to get on where Emma is, because I can see you. I can see you in the camera. Me? Yeah, Emma, come back. Y'all come past. Okay. All right. So imagine sad music playing right now. That's fire. All right. Let's get one from front. If I had to narrow down the theme of this film, I would say it has to do with the fact that God still speaks today, and that we simply have to be obedient. Keep the this way, because otherwise we're showing the awful. All right, ready and action. When you started to, like in the motion. You're in the motion. Okay. Ready? Yep. Go down like you're just.
Do we sit down?
Yeah, and just sit down and just kind of cover your face with
Make
your
sure
hand.
there's glass over
Yeah.
Make little doggy noises.
There's glass all over. Hey, not
Sit down. Ready and broken and hurt. I hate myself. I'm certified in massage.
What'd you say, Tristan?
I'm certified in massage hand.
Well, you had the cap on, remember?
no
You had some in your hand, you had the cap on.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna have the cap on.
Okay. Alright, ready? And so what you're gonna say is you're gonna look up and you're gonna say, prayer time. Say prayer time. Ready?
Okay, wait. What did I say?
You're gonna look up and say, God, please, I don't know what to do. And just that, okay? Ready? And I was very intentional in the writing process and the filming process to make sure that everything that was spoken, every scene or every little cut, every little take meant something to the story and moved the plot forward. I don't even know if you're real, God.
Is this alright?
What if you are?
Please.
I just need something. All right.
Okay. Wait.
Oh.
I just want to kill myself. What did I say for that?
And then you say, God, I don't even know if you're real.
But if you are, just show me.
But if you are, I just need something. And we're gonna have another line after that.
Any dances you want to do, Tristan?
Yeah, well, you were looking at the first, so you're exactly there when you say it. Gosh,
You already go out there and traffic stop people. I go out there and be like, you. Yeah. You.
this is why we've been dancing along.
If you really love me, just tell me.
Okay.
Very
You've looked, and you're kind of gonna be like, and then you're just gonna kind of put your head back right here.
Okay.
At least you ain't got a beard.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
You are. You just heard somebody, so you're
Oh,
still.
so they're not actually there.
No. Yeah. Well, it's him, but you don't know that, so we're just.
Yeah.
So does
All right, let's do that. We're on the clock tonight. This is the first video that I've really made it intentional to make sure that the dialogue meant something, that the dialogue had a purpose. Every bit of it told you something about the story, told you something about the characters. Even at the very beginning of the video, when you see all 5 of the characters pop up in that very first scene, there's some dialogue there that you may not realize at first, but it foreshadows what happens later on in the film. The very first 2 lines of the film, you hear Judith tell Damon, she says, man, you're capping, bro. And the next line, Damon says, I heard him say he wanted to fight Braxton after school. And the 2 girls start trying to tell him, that's not what you heard. We were there. So that very concept of hearing something, hearing someone speak, it's foreshadowed in Damien at the very beginning of the video.
Okay.
Like you really, and then you're just like, God, your puppy just calm down, Micah. You.
Your whole family.
He's just,
Whoa, that's a little too far.
Here's the thing.
calm down.
Micah is like, please go to Broadway, Micah.
I need to. Why didn't I play your part? Why wasn't I the girl? I should have been Ava.
Man.
Your puppy just ate Cora.
God, if that's really you, can you just do it one
That
more
was
time?
perfect.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
I had to cut it off early because he wrecked his engine. Okay, Okay, let's do it a little bit more. Let's do it a little bit more weepy this time. You're
Great
getting it,
job.
though. You're doing good.
Great job.
By the way, in films, your actors in movies
Don't lie, though.
you're sitting there like this now, so you can be like, you're like,
My hips don't lie.
see, your hands are like this. You just do it like this. Just put your head down and cover. God. Another example of where the dialogue was very intentional and moved the plot forward was the party scene. We filmed the party scene first, and I made sure that we went down through the dialogue of the script and made sure that everything that those people said in that scene helped you get an understanding of what was going on. So you see Ava and Christian arguing and fighting, and we just get this idea watching it that they are not happy with each other. It's kind of implied that there's some sort of maybe a sexual temptation there that Christian is putting upon Ava, and she's not happy with it, and she's sick of it. But also what her friend Judith and Garrett say, those characters were specifically put in so that their dialogue could make you aware of the situation. Judith and Garrett begin talking about what they see going on in the story. They see Ava and Christian fighting, and they begin to talk and say, hey, you know, this is probably because she's living with him now. You may have heard Garrett say in the story, she is, you know, ever since her parents died, she's been living with him, and he's nothing but a jerk. He's mean to her. He's always talking bad about her. So all that dialogue there between Garrett and Judith helps you understand that this has been going on for a while. It's not just like a one-night deal where they're upset at each other, or they're drunk, or they're, you know, in a bad mood. This has been going on for a while. She's also without parents, so that would further explain maybe why when she leaves the party, she's ready to commit suicide. She's ready to possibly kill herself because she has nowhere to go. When he breaks up with her, she is essentially kicked out of his home, so to speak, because she lives with him. Why would you live with somebody that you're no longer with? And so all that dialogue is to help you understand why she later goes on and does the things she does, or hopes to commit suicide, hopes to take those pills and see what happens. Good. Okay, now over here. Now over. I just want you to take a big deep breath and just launch it past me.
Like I'm mad.
Okay. when she do that, you step that way and all the light disappears.
Sorry, but she was like... She threw it at Bison.
Ready and action.
Bro, do it.
And action. One of the best examples of putting dialogue in the film intentionally was in the very last scene. You see Damien come into Pastor Adams' office and say, hey, the other night God told me to go to the alleyway on 5th Street and yell into it, and I'm really not sure what that meant. So the reason I put that dialogue in is because if you watch the original scene of Damien going to the alleyway, you watch him get out of bed, get dressed, go to the alleyway, yell into it, and then go home, it's probably very confusing as to what's going on. And so I needed somebody to maybe clarify for the audience what was going on in that scene, because during that scene, Damien does not have another character to bounce dialogue off of, like, hey, I'm going to the alleyway on 5th Street, God told me to go there, so, you know, watch my stuff while I'm gone, or he's not talking to anybody during that scene. So we needed to clarify that, and he clarifies that by coming at the end of the video and saying, hey, Pastor Adam, this is what happened, I need your help in figuring this out.
Tag action 141.
Yep. Here I am in the editing chair, so I edit on iMovie on a MacBook Pro, and that's just always been the one I've done. It's been the easiest. The very first movie project I ever did was on iMovie, so I've just been used to it for about 7 years now. And anyway, so the video is practically done in terms of all the footage we need. Really now it's audio work, sound work, making sure all the audio is synced correctly, making sure the music is set in the right spot, and it'll basically be done. There are, however, some other minor problems that we come across. So if you zoom in here, I'll bring it closer. If you look at my screen here, when we do this, of course, you can kind of see, this is really neat. This is all the footage, and I can get closer in on my footage here, or I can zoom out and scroll through all these bits and pieces that I have added together here. But in each and every circumstance, at least one scene in this video, at least several scenes, I'm saying it wrong. In every scene in this video, we have a sort of a glitch at some point. And that is an iMovie MacBook Pro issue. I'll show you right here kind of what that's like. So just watch this footage real quick.
A lot of people actually, I get there early a lot of times.
For what?
Just pray or whatever. You guys want to come?
Nah. I'll probably just go to that party at Eli's house.
Who goes to a party on the way?
Yeah, I think Christian's trying to pick me up too. I'm pretty sure we're going to that too.
Okay, right there. You may have seen it. That is a glitch in the software on MacBook Pros. It only happens when you film on an iPhone. I typically use an iPhone to film just because there's no point in buying $500, $600, $1,000 camera when the quality of the new iPhones is phenomenal. So all the scenes that were in good lighting are filmed on an iPhone, and all the scenes that were in darker lighting, like the party scene, the alleyway scene, I guess those were probably the bedroom scene. Those were all done with an actual commercial camera that the church has, and because we needed better quality cameras for the lighting that we had. But all these other ones are with the good lighting. I used the iPhone. However, somewhere in the process of syncing those videos to this computer, several of them glitch, and that's actually one of probably 8 or 9 clips in the entire video that all glitch at some point like that, and you kind of see another clip mixed in with it, all those pixels. So the way to fix that, really, the easiest way would probably just be to film the whole thing again. We're not going to do that. That's actually the hardest way. I'm just joking. So the best way to fix that is actually you have to delete all that footage off of your computer, and you have to go and re-upload it, which I use AirDrop, but this time I'll probably just try and sync it by a cord, because sometimes AirDrop, I think, is where it connects those problems at. But there's that spot, there's another one here in the first scene, and there's one I think I saw earlier in the youth group scene. So there's actually about 10 minutes worth of time, probably, where there's not going to be any glitches from the time that Damien goes to his bedroom after youth up until the moment that we see the church on Sunday morning. So basically from the second scene until the last scene, there's not any iPhone footage. It's all in darker lighting. So you won't see any glitches there, but I'm hoping to fix up the glitches in those first 2 and very last scenes, because if we don't fix those, well, then the whole video is going to seem really, really bad, just for those minor issues. And we can't be uploading it to YouTube with glitches. If you look at some of the videos on my YouTube, there are actual glitches at moments in some of my videos where I never was able to resolve the issue, and I just went ahead and uploaded it. Don't want that to be the case with this video, because this short film, is such an important message to be told, and we've put so much work into it that there's not really any point in trying to let it be just another video, with its glitches and flaws. So. It is November 25th. Post-production is going on right now. I've been editing the video as we've been making it, but I also need to make some music for the end of the video and some other parts of the video that I haven't done yet. So this is the first video really where I'm making my own music. I've had other people do it in the past, and a lot of times I've taken copywritten music and used it. Don't want to do that on this one. I want to make sure that this one is absolutely free of all those things. There's some royalty-free music I've gotten, which is copywritten free, and I've been able to download that from some websites and put it into the video. But for the credits, I wrote a song, sort of. I kind of rewrote a song, and so I'm doing all this right now. I've got 4 days to get this song together. So instead of me getting like a band together and getting this song put together by a big group and then done, which I probably could do with enough time, it's Thanksgiving week, so I'm going to do it all alone. So I'm going to start by recording myself singing and playing it on guitar, okay? And then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put some headphones in and listen to the recording. And as I listen to the recording of the original singing of me on guitar, I'm going to go in and add drums and play that and record it on this. And then I'm going to go in and play bass guitar and come in and record it on this, and possibly go and do a little bit of piano and a little bit of extra percussion here and there. So that'll add in some background music. Then I'll mash all those audio recordings together into one awesome, hopefully, piece of music. Alright, so here I am, ready to record this song. This is actually a song written by Charles Wesley. I redid it and wrote my own chorus to it, just like Chris Tomlin did with Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone. And put this song together very, very quickly because, like I said, we've only got 4 days to do this, and it's really hard to find a song about God speaking to you. So let's hope this works. Talk with me, Lord, reveal yourself. So we're going to check that out and see how it sounds. And I'm betting it's not going to sound good. I'm going to have to mess with it a little bit more, I'm sure. Talk with me, Lord, reveal yourself, while here on earth I stay. Okay, so that's actually way better than I expected it to be. It's just going to sound pretty empty until we get the drums and all those other things in there. So that's going to be the hard part, is I'm going to have to hook up some headphones, listen to it, and we'll see how that goes. The likely chance is that drums I'm probably going to have to redo several times. Try out different beats. I could even put several drum sounds in there. Several audios of me drumming. Hey, so what I did here is I went into iMovie. I'm known to take very unconventional measures and frugal measures to make sure that I can make the videos I make. So it would take quite a bit of money to have software. I have GarageBand, but to me it's just too hard to do and time consuming. Whereas I know just how to do everything in iMovie. So when I do audio, and I've done audio for several clips. There was a clip I edited the audio for some girls in our church and youth group that actually happened to be at a part of a beta convention, and I edited all that audio in here. And so to me that's just the easiest way to do it, most efficient way to do it. And so I've just dragged all these two clips of me playing bass and me playing guitar on together to this clip, and you really can't hear both of them. I'm gonna have to adjust the levels, but the bass guitar playing wasn't all that great. I'm set in stone that this is what I want guitar wise. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do ambient sounds on this one for this part. This is what we're going to go with. We're going to go with violin. Let's try this. So the violin sounded great in the audio. It's going to make up a lot for not having an actual keyboard sound that's good, good playing. It's also going to make up just a lot of that dead space that we have in there from just recording from different audio. I truly prefer real live audio, even if you have to mix all the sounds together over something the GarageBand could make for me. So we're going to try big strings now, and we're going to see how that goes in there, and if it's better than violin, which it probably will be, I'm going to sub that in instead, and we're going to do electric guitar sound, and I should be done, hopefully. So. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So this is going to be the hard one, because this is going to be kind of quiet. I'm going to be trying to play it, so.